What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to the World Network game. So here we are, 3 games into the season, or league season anyway, yet to pick up our first win. Obviously that's something we want to be achieving this time round, if at all possible. We've got 2 pretty tricky games to start off with Everton away and Udinese at home. But then we go away to Spartak Moscow, who are a team currently doing worse than us, or below us in the table, let's put it that way, because I think they might have the same points as us, which they do, yes. So in fact, they actually got the same goal difference and everything's exactly the same. I think we might have scored more goals than them. So that's what's currently putting us above Moscow. But yeah, it's going to be pretty tricky this game, or this video, I think. Although that could completely depend, you know. We could suddenly find a bit of form or something. I don't know. But anyway, quick reminder. Everyone else who's taking part in his saves, their channels are in the description below. Go check out their video. It'll be the first thing on their channel. If you click on the link below, it'll be the first video you'll see. Click on that, watch that, and check out how they do in this video. I won't be showing any results or anything from the other guys, or try to avoid it anyway. Just so you guys, if you want to see the results, can go check it out for yourselves. We'll just be focusing primarily on us. So I'll meet you guys back for the Everton game. Okay guys, so Everton versus Jaguars. Everton are undefeated in their first 3 games. Going to go through the changes in the starting lineup, not the whole starting lineup, and why I've made the changes. So Thiago Neves comes back into the team having recovered from his injury. He's not match fit yet, but we're going to put him in this game. We're going to play him as long as we can, hopefully see the benefits from that. Also, Lee Catamont goes into the defensive midfield role. Of course, had the falling out with Jermaine Jones last video, and the only reason he played in the final match in the last video was because of his because Lee Catamont was tired. So we're putting Lee Catamont back in the starting lineup. Again, he's not exactly fully fit in terms of condition, but I'd rather Lee Catamont than Jermaine Jones at this current moment in time. Elsewhere though, it's the same starting lineup. No other changes. Actually, no, one other change, sorry. Corker and Dawson have swapped places in the defence. So they're still playing centre-back, but Dawson is now on the right, Corker is now on the left. I've tried to maybe, I don't know what that will do. It might benefit the defence. It might not make a difference at all in terms of our defence. But Corker seems to be struggling a little. If we look at the last 5 games, or even the average ratings, because they're all the same right now, we've only played 5 games, you'll see that Corker's average rating is especially low compared to the likes of Taylor and Dawson or Lowton. So I decided, alright, I'll put Corker on the side where the fullback's currently a little bit better, or playing a little bit better, which is Neil Taylor, and I'll put Dawson over on Lowton's side. We'll see what that does. Like I say, I don't know if it'll make too much of a difference, but if it does make a difference, then, you know, hey, if it does make a good difference, then hey, it's, you know, it's something that's paid off. But if it doesn't make a difference, or it has a negative impact, we'll just revert it back, or we'll just keep it the same if it doesn't make a difference at all. Alright, so Everton have gone out there with a 4-4-1-1. For you maybe surprised non-inclusions are maybe Naismith, Morales, McCarthy. These are all good players that have not been able to make the team, but it's still a very, very strong Everton team. I don't think anyone signed, or any of the actual players, any of us 4 guys who are in this save, I don't think any of us got anyone from Everton. So unless, you know, an AI signed someone from them, it's going to be the pretty much the real Everton team. But there are definitely weaknesses in this team. It's not, you know, the best team around, and we hopefully will give them a good game. I mean, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, especially after the disappointing 1-0 defeat last time. I actually looked up who was my best bloody I looked this up as well. I think it was you. I think it was Paolo Di Sarno. I think he was my best team talk guy. So I'm going to let him do the team talk. And he relaxed everyone. You know what? I think that's a good approach to the game. Everton are expected to beat us. They're a 3-game undefeated streak. We're 3 without a win. So, you know, based on that, it's fair to say Everton should be looking favourites and should be looking to get a comfortable victory, or at least a victory with a display that is comfortable against us. And also, with the Foxes playing Chaz right now, you know, we could see a change at the top, depending on the results. Or we could, I could help secure the Foxes lead up top, as I had to close the window there. Sorry, it was getting pretty windy. But anyway, I think there was a chance in that first few seconds. I actually wasn't paying attention because of the window. Here's Aidan McGeady, though. I think it's Aidan McGeady, whatever his first name is. McGeady. Osman is through, and Jefferson with the save. So we do give Everton a chance in the first minute of the match. We give them a clear-cut opportunity. We try to go down the other end. In fact, we've got a free kick here from Neves. It's on target, but sadly, it is nothing more than that. And in fact, they've decided to play it short. And there's a big old hole in the defence. What is our defence doing right now? I'm sorry, but did you see that in our defence? We quite literally had 0 centre-backs. I can't quite believe that. I might put a little slow motion bit in here or something, because I can't believe what was going on there. I'm pretty sure I've not got instructions that should be. No, I can't see, like, not got play wide or anything on. I can't believe that defence there. I honest to God don't know what happened, because I believe the defenders were at the fullback position. As Usman to Lukaku, looking to get the shot away. Someone is, and Coleman does. Jefferson with a fantastic save, keeping out Everton so far. I'm going to have to do a team talk because it's just been pretty piss poor up till now, defensively anyway. So, actually, maybe we'll create something here. No, we don't. Alright, so I'm just going to do a team talk and just tell everyone, just to concentrate, I think. Just to concentrate, just to make sure everyone's alert and ready, make sure everyone's alive. I mean, I told them to relax beforehand, and maybe they've just relaxed a little bit too much and slipped into that, slipped behind the line of, you know, relaxed but still putting in a good performance to relaxed and no longer giving it all their all and no longer pulling in 100%. Okay, so half-time 0-0, nothing's happened. I don't think that's necessarily the worst thing, because we looked very shaky to start with, and Everton definitely looked more likely to score. Hopefully we'll see a better performance in the second half. It was a decent first half from us. It wasn't great, but it was decent compared to a few other games. Look at that. Everyone's looking delighted. That's going to be good for morale, that team talk. Hopefully, we can get a decent opportunity in this game and take it in the second half. If not a 0-0, I'd probably take a 0-0. Based on the first half performance, I'd probably take a 0-0. Alright, goal kick for Everton. Corker getting the ball. He has a little bit of a dodgy control there, but he managed to get the ball in the end. And we've got the ball, actually. We're on a decent attack here. If we can find the right pass, we go for the long shot. That's poor. Batetinho, I think that's how you say his name. That's so silly. You should have looked to lay that one off or pass it or just look to keep possession. That long shot is a wasted opportunity, really, from us. Alright, so tiredness is becoming a factor now. Thiago Neves is looking tired, and his performance has not really been up to a decent standard. So I think we'll look to take Thiago Neves off. We'll put Gabriel Barbosa out on the right, and we're going to put Ezequiel in the centre. Yeah, we'll do this because I kind of want to try Barbosa out on the wing. Basically, before the season started, I was tossing up in my mind whether I wanted Barbosa or Neves out on the right instead of Puncheon, and I decided to go with Neves. Barbosa's playing well in the middle, but I think I'll put Ezequiel out there, or in the centre for now. Put Barbosa on the left. If it doesn't work out, again, I can always just swap them two around because they can all play in the centre, in the attacking midfield roles. Rhodes isn't playing particularly well either. Catamort is looking pretty tired, but I think we'll keep them the same for now. Although I will expect Catamort to come off probably by the 75th minute mark. Alright, a highlight. Jefferson. Taylor. Alright, so it's from our defence. Bit of a hopeless clearance forward from Corker. And here's McGeady to Naismith. Usman. Dawson with a nice challenge. McGeady's through, and it's a fantastic save from Jefferson, and we managed to get that one cleared away. Another clear opportunity saved by the brilliance of Jefferson in goal. And alright, we're going to look to make that change now to Catamort that I mentioned earlier. He picked up a yellow a few seconds after I mentioned he was going to be coming off, so I'm going to make that change now. I'm just going to confirm that. And elsewhere, I think I'm just going to talk to Rhodes individually in a team talk and just tell him, you know, I kind of want to see a reaction from Rhodes, and I've not seen it yet, and he didn't have a good game last game, so I'm just going to passionately tell him. I kind of want to tell him that I have faith or he can make the difference, but I guess I can't do that right now. So I'm going to demand more from him. He's a big player, 5 games started, 5 goals scored. I would like to keep that record up of a goal per appearance, I guess, or per game, since he started every game. So, time ticking by, last 4 minutes of the match. I don't think I'm going to make another change. We've dropped down to 17th. We're still not getting our first win of the season. And in fact, there could even be one late twist in the tail as they've hit the bar. Everton have hit the bar. Could we even create a counter-attack? Plays the ball through to Rhodes. We could try and nick this game late on. Jordan Rhodes plays it out on the left and just a little bit too much on the pass, and it kills the highlight. I thought we were going to get a counter-attack and steal it late on just as Everton had missed their chance at the other end. But alas, it could not come true. Ezequiel's having a bad game. I didn't bother changing that around. There's a corner coming in these last few seconds. Gabriel Barbosa. Coutinho Barbosa. It's been tackled. Nothing's been given. We get a corner, but the full-time whistle was blown already. 0-0 against Everton away from home. You know what? I'm going to take that. They had chances to win the game. A better defensive performance all round from our team. I mean, they still leaked in opportunities and stuff, but in terms of ratings and match performance, it was a better performance from us, and that is good. We were underdogs going in, and again, okay, we haven't won, and that will probably start playing on the player's mind now. 4 games in a row and without a win, but it will come. I know it will come. Rhodes, I think Rhodes needs a little bit of luck. I don't know. I don't quite know. It just seems like we've got, well, right now anyway, I feel like we've always got 2 out of the 3 attacking midfielders playing well. If we can get 3 out of the 3 attacking midfielders playing well, then, you know, who knows what could happen. Okay, guys, so Udinese today at home. We're given the favourites tags yet again, which I'm quite surprised at. Udinese have done better than us so far this season in the league, so for us to be given the favourites is, I think it's due to home advantage. And I'd like for us to win today, obviously. I've said that every game now, but we really do need to get that first win of the season, that first win under our belt, and I'm sure a few more will start ticking over. Our record so far, like I said, it's not been too bad. You know, with that, minus that 1 defeat, it's just been all draws. But really, you know, 3 wins in a row, 4 wins in a row, you know, a decent run of form, and then 3 draws don't look too bad. You know, the overall form of us doesn't look too bad. Anyway, the team today, we've got a few changes from the previous one. Jermaine Jones comes into the team for the slightly tiring Lee Catamalt, and I think I might make a change on the bench. I'm not too sure. Let me just see. Is Carlos? I think Carlos, you see, is a better centre midfielder, centre attacking mid. And what I realised with the 2 options I currently have on the bench, they're more winger-esque attacking midfielders. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to put Ezequiel on the bench. I think I'm going to keep him in the reserves, and we're going to have Jose Carlos on the bench as the backup option. But that's the team for today. It is standard otherwise, no real massive changes. There are a few tired legs out there. Barbosa, I don't want to say Barbados there, Barbosa. So a few tired legs. We probably won't reach the end of the game, but hey, you know, we'll give them a go and we'll try and make them play as long as they possibly can. And hopefully we can get the result that we so desperately want. Alright guys, so as I said before, favourites tag going into the game. Journalist favourites as well. So overall we've got quite a few things going for us today. Now obviously Udinese are a very good team in Serie A, very tough team. I believe they won their previous game. So, you know, they're going into it with better form than we're on. So as I said before, we just need to perform. We just need a few important people to perform. We need a pretty good performance from the defence. I'm not asking anything ridiculous, just a decent enough performance, no big mistakes. I just kind of need Rhodes to perform, which is a lot of pressure on him, obviously. But it seems like if either he scores or we don't score, and it's sort of, obviously, like I said, we need him to score then, if that's how things are going to go. And I know he's got it in him, it's just that we didn't really create chances last game either, or the game before, really. It's 2 games in a row now, we've not really created much. So going into this game, I did put the pre-match preparation on attacking movement, trying to just get the team flowing in the attacking half of the pitch, hopefully. And let's see what happens. Here's a highlight straight away. On that left-hand side, Thiago Neves with his shot saved. It was a good opportunity from a very short distance. Probably could have done a little bit better. Here is Rhodes losing the ball, giving it away, and Corker clearing it pretty nicely to Lowton. Maybe we could still create an attack from this. Another attack. No, Barbosa gives it away. No, Rhodes! Ah! That was an even better chance than the first one. Jordan Rhodes missing a brilliant opportunity from a mistake, and the corner cannot create a chance, although it's still in Udinese's defence. Finally, they get it away. What a great opening of the game for us. 2 good opportunities, and somehow Rhodes is kept out as well as Thiago Neves. Wow. Aggressive start from us, which is what I wanted to see. Now it's about trying to continue to push and find that breakthrough that we want. Alright, Detinho. Brilliant run from him. He's still going. He's still going. Oh my god, almost almost an incredible, absolutely incredible goal. I say that Udinese now down in our end. The first time we've seen Udinese in our half. We clear it away with Taylor, but it's not fully away. There's the league table, by the way. We're down in 19th place, with all things staying the same. And, for fuck's sake, Di Natale with the goal. And they make us pay for something that we couldn't do down the other end, which is just put the ball in the back of the net. It was so simple. It was some pretty good play from them. I'll give it to them. You know, it was a well-worked goal, but I'm sure we made it easy on them. Let's have a little look at the replay to see if that is true. Yeah, you know, when Jones is doing shit like that, I mean, that's a guy I thought was going to be starting defensive mid for me. Shit like that happening. He can't even clear a ball. If any of you watched the Women's World Cup, it was sort of like the Canadian woman against England. It was just shocking. Oh. Now, Udinese have the lead. It probably demoralised our team. And Kone with the goal. His first ever goal for Udinese, of course. What a goal it was, but I'm just going to say what a goal that was. Fuck, them chances at the beginning now are looking even more important. Well, they are even more important now because of the current scoreline. I think that demoralised the team, but I'm going to have to tell them, I really am. I'm going to have to lay into them at half-time and just tell them this isn't acceptable. This is at home. You're at home in front of your crowd, and you've not had anything since the first few minutes of the game. I expect much better, and you are letting yourselves down. You're letting the team down mostly, but everyone's letting themselves down. They can play better than this. I mean, a few players in there, maybe not, but most of them can play better than this, and they're just... I don't know what it is. They're just currently not. The second goal from Udinese was a great goal. The first goal was so avoidable. I mean, he could have... Anyway. Are we going to get a goal from this highlight? Oh! Is that a goal? Oh, it's not... For fuck's sake, you shit... Ah! Why is everyone looking nervous, frustrated, and stuff like that? It's their own performance which is letting it down. It's sort of a bit silly that they're nervous and frustrated and stuff. It's at their own undoing. They've had a few chances and they're just not playing defensively. Look at Jones missing the ball yet again, and it fucking allows... What is wrong with my team? Fuck, Jones is shocking. Oh my god. And then he just, you know, Di Natale didn't even do anything. And he beat two players pretty much. He just stopped running. And, two players have just fallen off him. Rhodes is having a shocker again. And it's costing us going forward. Jason Punchin is going to come on. No, they seem demotivated. Oh, fuck it. I'm not even doing a team top for Punchin. Yeah, tell Palacios there's no pressure and he's demotivated. So this is the sort of time when I'd like to dish out fines, but I know if I start doing that, it won't work. You know, it just won't have the reaction that I want it to have. Barbosa, will we get a goal? Will we end this goal drought we're on? If we don't score here today, that'll be 3 games in a row we have not... Oh my god. We have gifted Kone a hat-trick. We have gifted Kone a hat-trick. I would like to see Dawson. I'm probably going to fine Lowton. I say I'm fining people. I've made up my mind. I'm probably going to fine Lowton. We've just kicked off now. 4-0 Udinese. And they really probably don't deserve it. I can't really say that, though, because they do. Are we going to get a goal? We fucking get a fluky goal. Is it on? It is on high. Praise the Lord. We've scored. Thiago Neves with his first goal for the club. Punchin pretty much scored it. I mean, in fact, I don't even think Neves was needed at the far post. But he just shows how simple it can be done. It just shows how simple it could be. But the team are just making it harder on themselves. In fact, look at that. You know, Palacios could have even had a chance there. The defender, I don't really know what he was doing, and it meant Palacios could get pretty close to the ball. What a shocking performance. And every single one of them out there needs to know that that's not good enough. I probably won't fine anyone today. I think that's something I need to do. I'm not going to fine anyone, but I will talk to pretty much everyone who got a 6 or 6.1 and below, because it's not really acceptable. I mean, we've got Olympiacos next. Now, they've had 5 defeats out of 5, so that's pretty much a relegation 6-pointer already. But, yeah, I would definitely be making some telling some stern words to certain people whom I feel need it. Okay, guys, so Spartak Moscow ending off this video. 14th in the league table, which does look a lot better than currently where we are sitting, which is 21st. However, they've only won 1 more game than us, so instead of a draw, they've got a win. So still not too much separating the teams above us. If we win today, we will go above Spartak Moscow and could even climb quite high up the table. So all still optimistic here. Nothing too, you know, even though we've not won in 5, it's still not a terrible or an atrocious way. Hopefully it just means we've had a bad run of form to start the season. Hopefully mid-season we won't necessarily get that. But anyway, team for today. Change is Lee Catamont coming back in the team for Jermaine Jones, who is no longer on the bench either. I dropped him down to the reserves. I've really just run out of patience with Jermaine Jones. I'm not a huge fan of him. And it does also mean Demi Jizu is on the bench in his place. But apart from that, it is the same back four. Actually, no, one other tactical news as well. The centre-backs are no longer limited defenders. They are now central defenders. That is the change I've decided to go with. I thought I saw the centre-backs just smashing the ball too far forward, as I will continue this while it saves. But I felt like I saw the centre-backs pushing, just kicking the ball too far forward. And I thought maybe the fact that they're limited defenders just isn't giving them the capability of holding the ball and holding onto the ball long enough to look up and lay it off to maybe a fullback, a centre mid, a centre defensive mid, or whatever, whomever may be in front of them. So that's what I'm doing. Again, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm still confident that we can get a result today. We're maybe away from home, but it seems like we're playing better away from home than we are at home anyway. Let's hopefully get a goal and actually win this game. Okay, so Moscow with a very unique tactic, to say the least. But I'm still confident we can get what we want from the game. We are going to have you do the tactic, and I sort of remember the name of the guy I want to do the team talks. It's you, Manolo Ruiz. Very good motivator, and so hopefully he can do a team talk that will actually motivate the team here. I told the players to enjoy the match. Hopefully, that's something that could actually be true. Maybe they're just not enjoying their football at the moment. Tell them to go out there, enjoy the game, and hopefully we can get, as I've said before, the result that we really need by now. 6 games in without a win would be as bad as 5 games without a win, so it wouldn't be exactly completely terrible, but it still would not be great. And, you know, really, it's about time that we did get a win. And it'd be good as well to finally get a win under our belt. So here we go. Here's the kickoff. Spartak Moscow versus Jaguars. Let's do this. Corner straight away. Thiago Neves trying to whip it in. Can't find a black shirt today we're playing in. It's the away kit of Millwall. Here is Barbosa, unable to get the shot away. And now Moscow can try and create attack of their own. Will it be a counter-attack? I think it is. They're passing the ball up really nicely. And Jefferson with a decent save. Sort of gifting them that opportunity there. And in fact, will we look to try and create an attack of our own? No, it was the click opportunity. It was their opportunity of their own. Here we are on the left-hand side yet again. So straight away back down the other end. Here is Barbosa with the goal. Rebrov in goal. Should have done a lot better, but Gabriel Barbosa gives us the lead. His first goal of the season, I believe. Oh, his first league goal of the season. I think he scored before, did he? I can't even remember now. But 5 minutes into the game, we finally give ourselves a 1-0 lead. It was only a half chance. Really, their keeper should have done better. We'll see on the 3D highlight whether that is completely true or not. But it was pretty much straight at the keeper. I mean, I can't imagine. Looking at a 2D replay, I can't really imagine why it wouldn't be. Here is the replay. Taylor, Detinho, to Barbosa it was. And yeah, keeper should have done a lot better. Way better. But we're going to take that. We're going to take that and hopefully run with it. Confidence should now be on our side. Apparently Moscow are winning quite a bit in the air, but the confidence should be on our side, and hopefully we can look to grow with this confidence, with this hopefully bit of belief in our team. We can look to hopefully capitalise and punish Moscow. There is an injury, of course. Gabriel Barbosa picks up an injury, and what we're going to do is we're going to put Thiago Neves in the centre. We are going to put Jason Punchin out on the right-hand side. You're going to give him a team talk, and I'm just going to calmly tell him that I think there's a lot to come from today and completely believe he has what it takes. He seems deep in thought, hopefully, because the reason I will say that is because Punchin's not been particularly great in the games that he's appeared in so far. So hopefully coming on today, he can make a positive impact on the game. Not necessarily asking him to be the difference, but a positive impact would be what I'm looking for. And Neves as well, moving into centre, a more natural position. Hopefully we'll see something a little bit better from him as well, who's so far not done great in this game. But 1-0 up at half-time, that's nice, that's a good change. Catamont slightly struggling out there. I don't really know what it is. Our defensive midfielders don't seem to be playing particularly well. I'm actually going to talk to him, just calmly tell him that there's a lot to come from today and believe he has what it takes. Hopefully he will have a decent reaction from that. If not, I will put Demi Jizu on. But yeah, he seems relaxed and motivated. That's good. That's a nice reaction for someone not playing well. Everyone else hopefully knows what they're doing wrong and hopefully will continue to play. I mean, we've yet to have a clear opportunity. Neither team's playing particularly well. The only thing that is currently separating the two teams, I'd say, is a bit of goalkeeping. A poor bit of goalkeeping is separating the team. Here's a free kick actually from Jason Puncheon, who rattles the crossbar, and I don't know who that was. I think that was Rhodes. No, it was Coutinho who was there on the rebound and just for some reason decided not to run to the ball. He just, I guess, misjudged the flight of it. But nice shot from Puncheon. Another attempt here. Catamalt picking up the ball from a pass. Will Hughes lays it off to Jordan Rhodes. Ah, over the bar. Rhodesy. See, Jordan Rhodes is having a bad game here, and before the game, I actually wanted, if Rhodes would have another bad game, I was actually going to put Barbosa up front, and because Barbosa's off the field injured now, that sort of screwed up that plan. Here's Coutinho. Will he lay it off to Rhodes again? And going on another one of them good runs, but he's tackled. I thought it was a free kick. No one seemed to want to go for the ball. I don't really know what happened there. But it does allow Spartak Moscow to attack us. Loads on that right-hand side, trying his best, but unable to win the ball back. Hawado. I think I said that wrong. Oh no, Neil Taylor's going to be sent off. Great. Another thing wrong with the game. That's exactly what we needed, lads. We really, really needed that in a game that we want to win. And we've given them a good free kick as well. But now it's time to make a tactical change. What are we going to do? Neil Taylor with the yellow. We don't have a left back on the bench, but I know who I'm going to bring on. It's now choices time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Coutinho up front. Because Rhodes is not having a good game anyway. We'll put Thiago Neves out on the left. I'll put Jordan Rhodes in the left back role. We'll change these left back roles to support, no longer on the attack. And we will take Rhodes off and bring on Pelaktikas. Tikasa, whatever his name is. And Neves, you are... What foot are you, Neves? I could have just checked on the eye. I don't know why I clicked on him there, but I will click on him. Alright, so he's left-footed. Puncheon's left-footed as well. Okay. I think we'll go with that now. I think we'll put Neves out on the left as an inside forward, but we'll still put him out on the left. We'll make that tactical change to the defence. We'll still stay on control mentality. We'll still hopefully want to control the ball. We'll see how it goes for the next few minutes anyway with this 10-man. See how we handle ourselves. But we've still got this dangerous free kick to try and man up. I don't know why there's only 2 men on the wall. It's a very dangerous position. There you go. He's moved over a little bit, the goalkeeper. And the free kick amounted to nothing anyway. So, down to 10 men. What are we going to do? Neil Taylor was having one of his better games out there as well, which is a shame. He's not going to finish this match. Lee Catamalt slightly struggling as well. Neves looking nervous and stuff. I think I'll make the change to Neves. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll make the change to Neves. I will bring Jose Carlos on for the left-hand side. And we'll make that change to Neves. Hopefully, because... despite being down to 10 men, I still want to offer something going forward. We're not completely out of this game. Even with 10 men, we're still holding our own in the possession battle. So, well, as I say that, we're kind of being dominated now. Although, no, again, we're still holding our own, really. Not completely being out-dominated. So, I think I'm going to make a change, though. I think we'll go to a more countered mentality. And, yeah, I'm still happy with the team instructions we've got on. But we'll go to a more counter mentality, look to absorb a little bit of pressure and hopefully counter-attack. Here is Jose Carlos with a free kick. Kulka with the goal. Hopefully it will count as his. It does count as his. Kulka with his first ever goal for the club. Carlos with a very nice free kick. They're trying to appeal for offside or something. I actually don't really know what they're appealing for. Because it could have easily been an own goal that. We'll get a 2-0 lead and hopefully that'll be our game done and dusted. That'll be the game wrapped up. And it's Kulka with a goal. Great to see him score. It'll be a massive confidence boost for him and the team. Catamalt's rating has gone up. It's a shame that Rhodes has had another pretty bad game. We missed a chance. And his rating's not really reflected. Or maybe unfairly reflected him. Here's another... Oh, there's our last highlight of the game now. And there we go. We finally win our first game. 2-0 against Spartak Moscow. Whew. The pressure is a little bit of pressure has been relieved there with that victory, as we should find ourselves climbing up the league table. Let's have a look at the league table here, because I think most games should be done anyway, or games that will definitely affect us should be done. And what it has done is it's put us up to 17th place. We currently find ourselves still 2 points behind Penguins. Foxes and Lynx are currently way up the league table, but it was important for us that we got the win. It was important that, you know, we got a victory for ourselves, not anyone else. We're not focusing on anyone else yet. It doesn't really make a difference where they are, because it's still about us. We're only 6 games in, but we've climbed a little bit out of the league table, and hopefully with that first win, we can start looking on the way up. I thought we'd look at the fixtures here before we go into the little talk with the other guys. The next video will hopefully contain the Olympiacos game, the Celtic game, and the Lille game. So I think our next 2 games are going to be very important, and they're going to be very good as well. Olympiacos have struggled very much in this league so far. I'm not sure what their current result is because the games are still currently going on, but yeah, Olympiacos could hopefully, or should be, a result we can get. Celtic as well, they're in a few divisions below us, so hopefully the next 2 games will be winnable matches. Again, we'll hopefully build the team's confidence up, and we can go into the Lille game, and hopefully future fixtures as well, with a few wins under our belt. So I think the next episode has the potential to be something great. This episode going into it, like I say, bear in mind that the fixture hasn't been done yet, but a draw to Everton, a loss to Udinese, and a win to Spartak Moscow. I would have said 4 points going into these next, 4 points out of potential 9 to start with wasn't a bad result. I'm surprised we got the draw against Everton. I'm disappointed with the defeat against Udinese, not because we lost, but because of the way we lost. We let ourselves down, a bit like we let ourselves down in the Dynamo Kiev game. It's not the fact that we lost, it was the way that we lost. But overall, like I say, I'm pretty pleased with the episode. It may only be 1 win, it may be our first win of the season, but if we're going to be playing three games per video, you sort of want to be looking at it in a 9 points basis, and going into it, 4 points I'd have taken. So coming away from it, 4 points I'm going to take.
Hello, Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah, you should see my reaction to that video.
Ridiculous.
That was
Absolutely
unbelievable. What a win! What a win! Unbeaten beforehand, and we smashed them.
Smashed them. He
Yeah,
says.
smashed them. Dominated. They had no chance.
Yeah. Right. Okay. But no, I respect your win. And looking back, I got hard done by, but that's fine. But
well,
anyway.
I mean, you didn't deserve to smash me. You didn't deserve to win, to be fair. I mean,
you deserve to win.
Let's face
the bar 3 times.
Yeah, but at 0-0,
Lacazette
Lacazette had an open goal, and guess what he did?
Which he missed because he's not as good as Guido Carrillo. Simple as.
Right, we're doing this comparison.
Right. But the problem I have is that other than that, I've dominated all my games. So except for the one against you, Jag. So dominated all my games, and I've somehow lost one. But that's fine because I'm the highest placed team out of all of us.
Yeah, you have done
so I'm in a very good position.
Well, but I've picked up form. But okay, we'll hand it over to you, Harry.
Form.
Do you wanna?
Sorry, 3 games is form.
Harry, do you want to take us quickly through your games and tell us your brief thoughts on them?
So my first 2, I've won my first game in the last one.
Yep.
And yes, and the problem I currently have is just Rhodes isn't turning up. For my past 3 games, Rhodes just hasn't been there. He's got like a 6 point something, really low 6 point something in the past 3 games. And I think if he starts scoring, then we'd be an alright team. We got smashed by Udinese, and we were just terrible in that game, end of. But apart from that, it's not been too bad. It's been pretty consistent with the other fixtures, but we won a game. 3 games are Olympiacos, Celtic, Lille, which should all be winnable games. Could get on good form. Proper form, not just 2 wins or whatever it was. 3 wins.
Okay, good. Wasn't even 3 wins, but yeah. Right, Tom, you next.
Well, obviously, I smashed you 40. Oh no, sorry, that was the last episode. Yeah, no, mine was. I've done okay actually. I've still not lost in the league at all. Cruz was all absolutely tore them a new backside. Dominated them, beat them 3-0. Andre Ayew got 2 and Rafinha with 1. And then PSV, it was a strange one. I actually played really, really poorly. I was quite shocked when I seen the Foxes beat them so well. But yeah, we literally stole a last-minute equaliser from an own goal, and literally, I think Wijnaldum just smashed it against a guy called Tomato, and it just went straight in. It was a really, really weird own goal. And then in this game, I literally just battered Pilsen. Max Cruz with his first game for the club in the league, and he gets a goal. So finally got a striker that's actually scored. Saviola and bloody Danny Ings haven't scored yet. So
Max Cruz is a bargain.
I know.
Genuinely, I don't know. I'm annoyed that I missed out on him. To be honest, I really am. I'm happy to admit that.
It's his value since he's joined. It's literally like 18 million.
You could sell them now. You could sell them now, like if you wanted to, and just
yeah. I won't. I'd probably get rid of Saviola and Danny Ings before I get rid of Max Cruz. But
I'd sell Max Cruz because he's quite good, and I don't want you to have him.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan, you next. Your
what about me?
Your fixtures. Talk them through. So,
well,
the first one.
I played a game which I'm afraid all my footage died for that, so you'll have to go watch chat. No, I lost a game which didn't deserve to lose. Then I won 2-0, which seems to be the scoreline I like. My team liked for some reason. Yeah, another clean sheet. That's 3-0 against Cruz Azul, and then I beat PSV with relative ease, which was surprising because Campbell said, "Oh, Depay's really, really good. He's scary," and then he didn't have anything to do with the game. All game dominated them. Good win.
When I played PSV, Dubai wasn't that good. It's just like we just didn't score much. That was the problem.
So it wasn't Depay wasn't that good. It was
Depay.
you that wasn't that good.
Yeah. Fair to say that is true. All right.
So my question to you two who are at the sort of the towards the wrong end of the table. What's gone wrong?
The start for me. I'm not gonna keep on banging on about the restart, but I'm gonna keep on banging on about the restart because that didn't help. But also defensively, I've made adjustments, which you'll probably see if you watch these videos. I've made adjustments, and they seem to have made us. Well, I say better defensively. We have conceded in all the games that we've played since, but we've managed to also get a little bit better offensively and scored enough to win 2 games, and I'm happy with that.
I don't really know. I don't really have a clue. I wish I could tell you, but some games we just don't play well. Other games the defense is solid, but they'll still concede, and it's just a bit weird, inconsistent, really. Hopefully it's just we started with bad form instead of getting it midway through the season, and we get through that, and then we should be alright. Hopefully.
I mean, you are top. I mean, but to be honest, the gap is only 7 points. I mean, it's totally, it's still pretty close. And you have only 6 games into the season, a lot can happen. So that's what I'm hoping.
Is he top? I didn't know. He's not
second.
Top. Don't give him that yet, Chaz. Jesus.
He is top out of all of us, though. So
I'll give him credit. I've got him soon, though. I think like 5 games in, 5 more games or something.
No, Olympiacos though they haven't won yet, so that should be a good game.
I've got them next.
Yeah, I've got them in a few games.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully. As long as I don't lose and give them their first win.
Who's in the cups then?
I've got the League Cup.
I've got the League Cup as well.
So yeah.
Penguins, Lynx.
I've got the other one.
Jaguars. You've got the other one, which you are.
I've got Dortmund next, so
the group of death.
You'll be burying my team quite soon.
I'm hoping that will just tire your team out, and you won't be able to do well in the Division 2, and so drop form.
I think I've got a week. I think I've got 6-day break.
I'll get next game's 14 days away. Our next league game, so he's got a big gap anyway.
Yeah.
There you go. That's not going to happen.
Redmond got called up to the England national squad. Just want to point that out. That really surprised me. I was like, Nathan. I saw Nathan Redmond there. I was like, hang on a minute, what? Is this not the under 21s? But
Redmond.
Look.
I can see Roy Hodgson now sat on the bench, just go Redmond.
That'll just be me in the crowd behind him. Redmond.
I'm looking forward to hearing you singing. I have to say with Carrillo.
I really wanted you to win that game after he scored. I was cheering you on.
It was so weird because when he scored, I was so happy. I was like, you could hear it in my voice, delighted. James Chester commits a penalty in the last minute. I was crushed. I didn't know what to say, and it was. We
are turning into a sort of penalty pool. We had a penalty against you, against Chivas. Did we have a penalty? No, but then we had 2 penalties against Dinamo Kiev. So we have had 3 penalties in the last 3 games, which is perhaps lucky.
How was your game against Kiev? They were it was rubbish when they played me. No one did anything, but they scored 1 goal out of 1 half chance.
Wait, what was your result again then?
I lost 1-0, but no one did anything. It was just a boring game.
They scored an early goal. They scored an early goal, but then we sort of got back into it, and they didn't really create much after that. It was just their goal that they finished. Then we created a few chances, hit the post a couple of times, and then but then in the end managed to win it thanks to Mark Noble, who I have now admitted I will have his children, which is I regret now.
That's a scandal and a half. Mark Noble's been sleeping with his manager.
In a minute, we'll see Mark Noble gets a new deal.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay, I think that will end it there. Thank you very much for coming along. It's been good. It's been very good. It's been better. I'm very happy because I won against Jordan.
I'm really
Surprisingly.
happy that Jag got his win. I'm really happy for
Yeah,
it.
it's good because now we've all got wins. We're all off the board.
Well, I was off
And-
the board anyway. I had like I was only 1 or 2 points behind you with no.
No,
win.
I mean with the wins, you know.
Yeah.
It's good.
You've drawn quite a few, haven't you?
It's nice
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah. At least you're not losing that many.
Yeah, that was the positive. That's what I kept saying anyway. So.
All right, good. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys
Goodbye.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm just gonna cut you off.
All right, guys, this is it for now. So if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give it a like. Just another quick reminder, go check out everyone else's points of view from this video. Check out Jordan's reaction, check out Chaz's reaction when they play each other. Go check out FM Campbell as well, who is doing really well in the league, along with Jordan. You know, everyone's doing decently well. Everyone done decently well this episode, including me in some way with the win. So yeah, go check out all their stuff. And until next week, guys, peace out.